We can't go heavy on the ladies only because, like I said, we have a barbarian and we have a boss right here. So and I was waiting for topic, man. I needed topic because we had to talk about this NWA video.
Yeah, shout out to topic.
We had to.
I mean, do you want to call them all live and just put them in the middle of the conversation?
No. All about the experience.
Oh, right, but that
That's
you
everything. Shout out to topic, man.
Yeah. Love you. That's it, homie. For sure. Stay up.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Barbarian and Mr. Boss. Third one's not here, so I'm kind of alter the questions, but you set up a good. I got a question for you at the end of this video. That's gonna mess your head up. But here we go. For part 4, I'm gonna ask you this much: friendly competition and friendly fire. What do you describe Federal District in the booth?
You asking him? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it friendly fire or friendly competition?
I would say it's friendly competition. Like we all motivate each other to go a little bit harder on the track. And we don't do that friendly fire shit. Because we got enough people that's trying to come at us anyway. So we going that thing next.
Exactly.
Okay.
It ain't friendly.
It ain't nothing friendly about it.
Okay.
It's like 50 guillotines. Ready?
Okay. But to spar means your hands are more prepared than to fight. Now see, for me, hip hop is like boxing. He hears me say this all the time. What's the most important part of boxing?
Stamina.
Not getting knocked out.
Not getting hit.
Not getting hit. Okay.
But everybody focuses on the punch.
That's right.
What's the most important part of football?
Scoring a touchdown.
Defense.
Not getting hit.
No tackle.
So boxing, football, basketball. What's the most important thing in basketball? Now there's no hits there.
Don't get a foul. Make a shot.
Your skill, your agility. So all that is the technique. Hip hop is about not only punch, delivery, and bars, it's also about technique. How did you find your voice when it came to rhyming? Because everybody raps at first. I mean, fuck, even Dr. Seuss is a rapper, right? Cat, Hat, Sam I Am, There I Am, you know, whatever. But technique makes you an MC, not a rapper. How did you find your voice? I can answer this. How did you find your voice? And how did you project your voice to stand out in the crowd?
It was easy for me, man. I came up in the era of, you know, the big puns and Styles P's and, you know what I'm saying? So for me, it was more like I had to be on my being able to rhyme almost every word in a bar and being able to mean what I say. Because that was for me that was the hardest thing to get across. In the beginning, I was kind of like monotone. But I had bars, so I was spitting hard, and some people were like, "Yo, you kind of monotone." So I just learned, you know, from dealing with people, you know, being around other people in the game. You know, I had the opportunity to be in the studio with Styles P. So I learned from him. He was just like, "Let that shit go. Go in the booth and spit how you feel." You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to spit what you write and just spit what you feel, and that to me was finding my voice. So now I know who King F.l.O is. Instead of trying to be like, okay, I could spit like Pun, I could spit like Styles P, or I could spit like this guy, but I don't have to because I know exactly how I want to sound at. You know what I'm saying? My delivery is everything in a way. It got to come off like how I feel. If it don't come off how I feel, then it's not mine. It's not me.
Pick it up, man. How about you? How'd you find your voice?
I don't know. I'm just I'm still finding my voice. I feel like sometimes, you know what I mean. I feel like I'm still looking. So, and because I change my music a lot, I'm never doing the same kind of stuff. So,
okay, versatility.
Yeah. So you know, that's what I want to be known for. Like one day I can do a party track, the next day I can do a love song, the next day I give you some street shit. You know what I mean? So you know, every time I do a song, I feel like I'm finding a new me. So I'm still finding my voice.
Lady?
I feel exactly the same way that Demar feels, honestly. Because I'm versatile. I sing, like I said, I sing and I rap, so I do them both. So you got sometimes like I would do a rap song and flip it into a singing song, or I do a singing song and flip it into a rap song, because I'm just trying to figure out which lane I want to go in. But I can produce for all. I could definitely produce for all. So that's my voice right there. Plus I'm the animated. I think I'm an animated type of voice
Yes,
type
you
person.
are.
Yes, because I got a lot of spunk and character in me. So people probably say, oh, she trying to be like Nicki and Cardi, this and that. But in all the reality, I was here before these bitches. They just got signed before me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I've been here. This is my personal, my natural characteristic as I am. So you see me on camera, that's me. Like, so yeah, that's the voice. That's the voice. Still looking for it, but I'm all over with it.
What they said.
She said, what they said.
Just mix it together.
Just mix it.
I'm gonna flip what you said and I bring it back to you. An artist's responsibility is to reflect the times in history that they live in. That's how you make timeless music.
Right.
For instance, Thriller. Where were you at when Thriller came out?
Oh man, no.
Sucking on the baby bottle?
I remember that
But
video.
guess what? But when you heard it,
Yes.
something stopped.
Oh yeah.
Where were you the first time you heard Juicy?
Biggie
Biggie
Juicy.
Juicy? Oh.
On the block.
On the block?
But you remember.
I remember.
Strapped
Where
up.
were you at the first time you heard The World Is Yours?
School.
Just the same way, I went through different genres. Because it doesn't matter when it was, it's where you were.
Right.
You heard it.
Right.
An artist's responsibility is to reflect the world they live in, to inspire the minds of the youth to become better than what they are now. Individually, what is the message in your music that's going to make the world better?
I feel like I want to put out there, especially to women, all people, but especially to women, like, you can do whatever you set your mind to, whatever that may be. It could be rapping, it can be drawing, it could be anything. Just stay focused on it, believe in yourself, make sure you got people around you that believe in you, and do your thing with no holds bars. That's definitely my character. Like, I do what I do. I used to be one of those big people, like, I always valued opinion from others, like scared to spit bars because I just like, I didn't think I would like it, and then when you start getting that, oh, you're really good, or you're special, or, you know, like, you can go far, I see you far, like, that's the thing that gears me. Like, I was like, oh, you like it? Now I gotta do something more. I gotta do more. I gotta do more. Like, I wanna put out there that women don't have to pussy pop. You don't have to be talking about sucking dick. You don't have to,
Naked.
you know, all the way naked.
You ain't got to be naked.
I don't mind it.
Unless you want to be.
I be a little naked.
A little naked. Unless you want to be, but you don't have to.
See, I'm
be
a
stripper.
tomboy.
You don't have to. You don't
I'm a
fucking
whole
fight for the
tomboy, so
buck.
sometimes you might see a cleavage here or there, or whatever.
Be
But I want women to believe in themselves, and it's just not be a stereotype. You don't
Yeah.
have to rap a certain kind
Way.
of thing to be put on. I
Yeah.
want to be respected for my talent, for my bars, not for how big my boobs or my asses.
That's right. That stereotype. That stereotype is a killer. And that's what we want to change, that reflection. Like, nah, just look at me for who I am, and just know that because I made it the way I made it, you don't have to take those other routes, those negative ways to get it into the industry or to get anywhere that you want to be. Like she said, put your mind to it. You could be anything that you want to be, but don't think that because you've seen this person, that's the way they made it, that's the way you have to make it too.
Right.
You don't. It could be a whole different change of everything. Like, that's how I feel. That's why I'm still in the position where I am now, because I refuse to take those other keys that's given and say, all right, I'm gonna take that loop and get in that way versus getting the way I want to get in, which is being respected as a talented rapstress or femme, whatever the case may be. I don't want you to only know me, no disrespect to Cardi or anybody else who came up being from a stripper or from something else, but that was your platform that got you noticed, and now you where you are. Congrats. I don't want that to be my starting platform, and I don't want any other young girl, female that's coming up behind me that want to be a rapper to think that she got to start there, or anybody else dealing with men and fucking to the top and sucking to the top in order for you to get a record deal. No.
No, they stick to the middle.
Guys, don't be a dick
Straight
sucker.
Don't be a dick sucker. Don't be a dick sucker. There you go. Like, that's it. That's it.
That's the drop.
If you want to be naked, just go on and be yourself, baby.
Yeah, be naked in your house. It can be something like that. Right. Listen to the bars first. At the end of the video, I'll show you some cleavage.
Well, how about you?
My music and the message of my music more reflects the angst of the time period that we live in. Like in history, you know, with you know the president that we got now and like
Best president ever.
the stuff that we going, the stuff that's going on with the kids at the internment camps and stuff like that. We just ain't we just in our lifetime we haven't. It's like a turning point, and you could feel it in the streets. And you can feel the energy off of people and how, and that's what my music reflects. Sometimes it's angry, sometimes it might be sad. Most of the times, it do got a message though. You know what I'm saying? So most of the times the message is just from the pain of what I see going on in the world around me. All I know is pain.
So understanding that,
my music just. My messages don't go with the flow, be the flow. That's just what I just tell people.
I like that.
facts. So now that we talked about that, what's coming out? What are we looking forward to? Is there an album or there's singles, there's projects? We going to a movies? Like what we doing?
Well, I'm definitely going. We gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk. But right now we got the Federal District album out called Alumni. It's on Dat Piff and live mixtapes. After that, Lulu's gonna be dropping her 2 singles back to back. Look for them in September. F.l.O, Topic, Cream Couture, and Def. They're gonna be dropping, and then in December we have the whole Federal District mixtape with everybody on it. And then next year we're already like 8 months to 9 months ahead.
Listen,
I'm planning.
NWA out now on YouTube. Bottom line is out
right now.
You know what I'm saying? Pain comes out in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the song Pain.
You know what I'm saying? Videos out.
Until I drop my single, it's gonna be a whole bunch of freestyles on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube for me.
Oh yeah, check out the page, man. We dropping bars. Check out the page, man. That's
every
another
week
way.
we gonna drop some new freestyles for you.
Yeah,
Might even be 2.
I'm dropping like 3 or 4.
Like I told you, I was like, damn, do another one, I'll go back and do another one. That's
the kind of competition I want for them. If they see one person doing it, it should inspire them to do it as well.
And sure enough, I was like, God damn, she got 2, I do another one now.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So when people say competition in the team, that's the kind of competition I like.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's it. But we got a line. And then next year, February, we're gonna be going on tour. Shout out to my management. First Down Booking, Royal Aces. We're gonna be doing a tour with you're gonna kill me. Onyx, Chic Luch, Lil C's, Raw Digger. We're gonna be doing a tour the whole East Coast with them, and maybe West Coast if the East Coast turn out good.
Can't wait to see it.
Federal shutdown.
Shut down.
You know, until
So-
the casket drop.
A man or woman that fails to plan plans to fail.
Right.
And you have a plan laid out, which is marvelous. Salute to all y'all. Because the one thing I like about what I just heard, y'all are productive, not busy. A lot of people look like they're doing something, but they're really doing nothing. But you already got things in the works. I ask you this then. We talked about success. We talked about victory. We talked about the game. We talked about the influence. Some people call it the blueprint.
Right.
I ask you this though. The measure of success is not the goal in which you set. The measure of success is the level you take yourself off and the influence which you gave somebody to pick themselves up. What is the biggest compliment you've ever got as an MC?
One time somebody jumped in my inbox on Facebook and I had just put out a freestyle. And the freestyle happened to do with something that was really bothering me in my life. It was something that was going on with my daughter and the situation that I was in. And some guy jumped into my inbox that I never had met before. And he was like, yo, that freestyle you just put out touched me in every way. I needed to hear those words. And because of you, like, my mind state is different. that to me was the biggest compliment that I ever received, because I actually was able to touch somebody with my words. You know what I'm saying? So
Superheroes.
You know what I'm saying?
My song is one of my singles that's gonna come out in September called Pain Away. I really, when I do music, I'm more of a, I feel like entertaining, like I wanna see people dance, I wanna see people bounce to my stuff, but I took a chance with this song talking about my summer last year. Like I had a bad breakup and I lost my grandmother. And I put little clips of it up to get the people ready for it, and someone literally lost their grandmother and had a breakup and was like I was crying on the video letting people hear the song, and it just was like I feel like I'm looking in the mirror when I hear this. It touched me so much, because I'm going from the bounce rapper to really touching someone or really being able to relate. So that for me was a biggest achievement. Like I just want someone to be able to feel the pain that I feel, and we could definitely relate on that.
Sure.
For me, one of my biggest moments in music, I would say, honestly, I was hella young, and I met Left Eye before she died. I'm telling on myself right now how old I am, but mind your business. Anyway, I was a Left Eye before she died. God bless her soul, and she told me that I was gonna make it. She said, "You gonna make it." She was gonna sign me and my little group that I had then at the time, but her and Keith Sweat said, "You gonna make it. You got so much energy and spunk and stage presence and stage control, crowd control, that I know I'm gonna see you in like 20 years and you gonna be on the top of the charts, tearing it up." And from her just telling me that comment alone, and then growing up and still having people like Raw Digger come to me and give me nothing but love and hugs, saying, "Bitch, you killed it. Like, we gotta work together." Like, when you say stuff like that to me, for me, that was a really big thing, because it seemed like it kept going. I got that comment from her when I was a youngin', and then I turned around and now I'm big girl, big draws now. And I'm still getting the same come up comments like, "You's a dope ass MC," and when you make it, niggas gonna be mad at you when you make it. So that right there, that was one of my biggest achievements and accomplishments when it comes to my music. Even though I didn't get where I want to be yet, that's the fire, the light underneath my gas tank.
Now you going up.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow up.
I guess it was recent, maybe like 3 weeks ago. Somebody hit me. Actually, 3 people hit me, and they said, "Yo, man, F.l.O. looks amazing. We didn't think you was going to be able to come back and do it after everything." And to me, it was a no-brainer. I don't know what was the big deal to people, but to a lot of people, they thought that it was done, or I was done. So right there, the comments and the reaction I'm getting from everybody about these guys is that I feel like that's it for me.